Welcome to our session. The goal today is to work through a real change situation you're facing, clarify what the change is, prepare for possible challenges, and plan how to communicate it effectively. We'll focus on one initiative and break it down into manageable steps.
We're currently going through the AI change adoption, with AI being so prevalent and so impactful in other organizations. We are trying to implement more AI tools so that we don't get left behind by competition.
What's prompting the change right now? Is it competitive pressure, a specific opportunity, or something else that makes this timing important?
It's competitive pressure. We're seeing many competitors out in the market who are moving faster than we're moving.
Who in your team or organization will be most impacted by these new AI tools?
We think our developers in particular will be very impacted. What you can do now with other tools can really speed up what developers can do, so we've got to make sure our developers are using the right tools.
What do you think they stand to gain from this shift?
I think they can gain, definitely speed and productivity, I believe. Studies I've read, productivity increases by 20, 30, 40% if tools are used in the right way. However, they might begin to feel potentially overworked, as the amount of work they'll be able to do should increase in theory.
It sounds like the gains are clear. Speed, productivity, better testing, but there's a risk of feeling overworked or pressured to produce more. Would you say that's the biggest area of potential pushback? Or are there other concerns you're expecting to hear from them as well?
There are two main concerns. It's increased productivity and what they think we might expect from them increasing, so it adds a bit more pressure. And two, potentially their roles might be being replaced by AI.
Those are big concerns. Pressure to do more and fear of being replaced. What kind of support or communication could help them feel it's about working smarter, not just harder?
Good question. We could emphasize how we are not looking at the speed of what they're doing perhaps, but maybe the outcome. I'm not entirely sure in this. What do you recommend?
You might reassure them that the goal is quality outcomes, not just speed. You could also set clear expectations around workload and let them know you're investing in training and support. How do you think your developers would respond if you framed it that way?
I think they would respond positively. I'll make a note of that. I can use that in the next conversations with them.
Great. Now let's address the second concern, fear of being replaced. We can't dismiss it, but we can emphasize that they're to enhance their roles, not take them away. What support or messaging could you offer to show them that their expertise is still central to success?
Yeah, that's a good question. I believe there is definitely enough work for all the developers, even with increased productivity. It just means, and maybe we can highlight this to them, that we can just handle customer requests, additional features, and keep our competitive edge.
That sounds reassuring, showing them that their skills remain essential and that more productivity means taking on more valuable work, not fewer people. Now let's talk about how you'll communicate this. As we discussed, how the message is delivered can shape reactions. What are the most important points you need to get across?
We want our developers to use and integrate AI tools more into their workflow so that we can increase our productivity and maintain our lead compared to our competitors.
You'll want to explain what's changing, adopting AI tools, why now, competitive pressure, and what you're asking. You'll also want to reassure them about support and expectations. How do you want to deliver this message? A team meeting, one-on-ones, or another channel?
I think we can do one-on-ones with the technical leaders. We have 4 technical managers managing the 35 developers, and then perhaps a call with all the developers after the managers have had a chance to talk to them, just to reassure people, and then we can open up for questions as well on the call.
That sounds like a good approach. Start with one-on-ones, then a group call with Q&A. As you craft the message, consider opening with the why now, then the what's changing, followed by expectations and support. Keep it straightforward and open for discussion. Let's move to final steps, a brief summary of the change, the biggest resistance, ways to respond, and your communication structure. Are there any points here you'd like to clarify before we wrap up?
Yeah, I do think the developers might worry particularly about being replaced by AI. Do you have any other support, any other things I can talk to them about this particular worry?
You can emphasize that AI tools still need human judgment, creativity, and oversight. You might also offer training sessions and clear career development paths to show that their value goes beyond repetitive tasks. Let's put this into our summary. The change is adopting AI tools to boost developer productivity. The biggest resistance is fear of overwork and being replaced. You'll respond by clarifying expectations, highlighting that AI supports their work, and offering training and career development. You'll communicate through one-on-ones with technical managers and a group call afterward. For next steps, you'll prepare your message and schedule those conversations. How are you feeling now about the plan? And is there anything you'd like to revisit before we finish up?